Hello everyone, it's Plumloop, welcome back to the channel. Today I'll be sharing a speed build video. I haven't done a speed build in a little bit and I thought it'd be fun to share one today. I made this home for a young family. In my head I kind of made it for maybe a single mom together with her 2 little boys. I thought that would be a really sweet idea to create a little home for them. The home is not that expensive, so I think your Sims will easily be able to afford it pretty quickly in gameplay, and I thought that would be pretty important because I really would love for you all to be able to use it in your game as well. I also was thinking about a few packs that I really love but I haven't been using that much, and I decided for this build that I really want to focus on one kit and one pack and focus on using them in this build. These packs being the Kids from Stuff pack and then also the Little Campers kit. I really love both of those packs. I think they provide such cute little kid related items, so I really wanted to try my best to use them in this build, and I really like the way I incorporate them in this build, so I really hope you'll love it too. I'm no builder by any means, but I really been trying to push myself a bit more and try building more. I really wanted to share something also because I really wanted to say thank you so much for 1k subscribers. I still can't believe I reached this milestone so quickly. This build is kind of also just a little thank you for you all. I am going to share it online with my gallery idea Plumloop, so you guys can use it in your games as well if you'd like to. You can change anything you'd like, I really don't mind. I really love creating more realistic builds while also being very gameplay friendly and just really cozy and not too busy on the eyes. I saw some people mentioning that they really love the way I build and furnish in the game, which made me so happy, so I thought it'd be fun to share a little bit more on the thought process that I go through whenever I create builds. But you can see right here that exterior is coming along nicely. I had so much fun using the new windows that came with the birthday celebration update. I'm really happy that we got those items, and I also placed this little car in the driveway. It's just a debug car, and it really just makes me wish that we got cars in an update or in a pack. Even if they're not even functional, but just so that we have a few more options to use as decoration, and maybe like a kit in which you can use a lot of garage items. But here you can see I am starting to use the Little Campers kit for the little backyard. I thought it looked so cute, and I kind of had in mind that the boy kid who lives here maybe has a few friends that he invites from time to time, and maybe when they come over for a sleepover or anything, they could hang out by the fire outside. I think that could be a really fun and cozy little gameplay idea. And then next to that I also added a beetle farm that I think came with Eco Lifestyle. I made sure to paint it like a really fun swatch. I think maybe the little boy painted it, maybe his mom really encourages him to be more creative and such. When I go ahead and jump into the interior, I did cut out the part where I pick out the walls and the floors, so I'm really sorry if that looks a bit choppy and out of place, but when I was looking back at the recording it really was a little bit choppy and hard to follow, so that's why I decided to cut it out, because I didn't want you guys to feel really disorientated or anything. But yeah, here I'm going to start working on the living room. I thought for this living room it would be really cute to have a little play area in the corner, so this is where I added this little rug and then some toys to play with for the little boy and then for his little brother as well. So for the interior, I think I said this before in another speed build, but I always try to make it look like really cozy but not too busy on the eyes, and also gameplay friendly so that my Sims can easily interact with all the items. I know that before I maybe took that a bit further. I know my builds looked really empty like a year and a half ago, and now I really started to try and push it a bit more with clutter items, because I've lately been really enjoying when my homes feel a bit more alive and a bit more realistic and not so perfect. For example, in the living room I eventually add some tissues and a little cup that maybe the mom was drinking some coffee out of, just so it really looks like people actually live here. I also really love the little wall decal that I put on the wall on top of the rug where that little play area is. I think it looks really cute and really playful. I also made sure to include the little photo frames that we got with Growing Together. I always love creating little photos with my Sims, so I made sure to include it in this build as well. And I really like creating little entrances. Almost all of my builds have a little room that my Sims first come into before they come into like a living room or anything like that. I always try to use realistic stuff, so like a mirror and a place to hang out your coats and stuff. And I also included this little phone that we got with event rewards. I think it looks really cute and nostalgic, but I haven't really unlocked any of the other items that are going on with the current event right now. To be honest, whenever I play, I just want to play whatever I feel like, and I'm not really inspired to play this whole time travel thing out. So I kind of am partially like happy about it because we get free stuff and such, but it's kind of stressing me out that I keep reminding myself, oh, I still need to complete all of these tasks for the event. But anyways, back to the build. I am working on the bathroom right now. I really like to have a bigger bathroom whenever I'm playing with family gameplay, because it's really useful to have the shower tub combo, especially if you have a little infant or toddler that you need to bathe. And I always love to play with chores, so I always make sure to include the washing machine as well, and this bathroom has plenty of space to do that. So here you can see I'm starting to add a few more clutter pieces to the sink. I think this part really makes the bathroom feel like it's actually being used, which I really love. And normally I wouldn't really recommend to get any kits, but honestly those clutter kits for the bathroom and just the everyday clutter kit are really nice, and I cannot lie, I use them so much. I paid for them with my own money and I don't regret it at all. So I really would recommend, if you ever get any kits, get those, honestly, especially if you like creating realistic and cozy builds. So I really love these little details that I put on top of the washing machine. I added like a little candle, and I also went back into the living room to add a little pillow because I completely forgot about those, and I really love including those as well. Alright, so I'm just about done with the bathroom, and now I go quickly outside to change the roof color because I completely forgot about that. So sorry if that was a bit jumpy. And then I went into the living room again because I remembered that I wanted to use a few packs that I mentioned in the beginning, and I decided to use this little pillow and this little book from the Little Campers kit in the living room. I thought that looks really nice, and I was really excited to use this new kitchen set that we got with the new update. I am so impressed with this new kitchen set, and I'm probably gonna use it so much because I really love it, and it really has so many good swatches as well. For the kitchen, I decided to keep it simple again, also because I didn't want the house to be too expensive, and I was looking up at the price, and it was already at like 25k or something, and I really didn't want it to be much more than 30k, so that's why I chose for cheaper appliances and stuff. And I really love this little growing together artwork that I put on the wall because I imagine that maybe the mom is a bit more creative and she really wants to encourage her kids to be that way as well. I didn't really think about a career that the mom would have, but maybe it would be really fun to have her work as a nurse in the hospital and then really try to juggle taking care of kids with a busy job and trying to save enough money to be able to pay for everything, but also be able to pay for a daycare and maybe a nanny from time to time. So now I'm moving on to the kids room. I wanted to place some items from the kids room stuff pack that I really wanted to use, and I was struggling so much trying to figure out how to add this puppet show item because it's pretty big and I couldn't make it fit in a nice way in the room. It looked too chunky, so eventually I moved it outside so you could still play with it, because for this build I really wanted to focus on gameplay, family gameplay items that I haven't been playing with much, so I thought it was really important to include that item as well. I really do like the way this little kids bedroom turned out. I am a bit more insecure about the parents room because it was a little bit plain and I couldn't figure out how to include all the infant stuff. It's like a room for a single mom and an infant. I always get a little bit insecure and a little bit stressed out whenever I share videos in which I talk about how I build stuff or how I create sims, because I always tend to doubt myself on whether it's nice enough to make a video about. So I really hope you all enjoy this build, and if it's even like a fun build for one person, I'm already really happy. But now we're moving on to this little room in the back. It's kind of like a mud room. I included the little parenthood board and just a little closet for people to hang their coats on and such, and just a little welcome mat in there as well, so that not all the dirt and grass from the yard comes into the home. So now I'm coming to the room for the single mom and her little infant infant boy in my head, it was a little bit of a cramped room, so that's probably the main reason why I was struggling with it so much. I couldn't figure out where to place everything, but in the end I think it looks okay. But I just made this room really calm, because I imagine if you're a single mom of 2 boys, it's pretty stressful and pretty busy. So I imagine that maybe when she gets in a room, she just wants calm, light colors and a little scented candle and not too much going on. But I did add a few little toys on the floor, because I know that when people have kids, there are toys everywhere on the floor, so I imagine that would be a pretty realistic detail to include. But I am pretty sure I'm just getting to the last few details until I'm completely finished up with the build. In the end of the video I will still show a few screenshots of each room, as well as just a little overview of the house and a last little look at the house when it's summer with nice ambience around it and everything. And with that, I want to say thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day or evening, and I also hope, just like always, to see you all next time. Alright, take care everyone, bye bye!